This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Thomas versus Lagrand. You all have been engaged and together 5 years, and you all were supposed to get married last month, but canceled the wedding because of cheating allegations. Please tell me why you've opened this case.
Well, because, Your Honor, we were supposed to get married last month.
Right.
But due to I'm constantly getting like guys coming to me in public talking about my fiancée being in their inbox, wanting to meet up to have sex. And
really?
Yes. I've asked her about it, and every time she'll catch an attitude. She don't want to talk about it. She says just my insecurities, and we don't have no intercourse. We don't kiss. We don't sleep in the same room.
So all that together is like, okay, I know something must be going on.
Yes.
Why are you not sleeping with this man?
I be aggravated. He be bugging me and all this. How you gonna accuse me every single day and then not wanna, and then want me to sleep in the room with you? No, you can sleep on the couch. Like, I don't do that.
But why are all these guys out there trying to meet up with you?
I guess I'm good looking. I can't honestly tell you. I mean, I'm looking good. He look good. It's been plenty of women in my inbox too telling me they slept with him, but they don't have proof or receipts. So I just say that sounds like a personal problem.
So, but talking about the warning signs though, I mean, okay, you got all these people in your inbox telling you that she's cheating, but I mean, why is that sending up red flags to you?
There was a time after all that she called me one day and she like, well, I don't want the relationship no more. I'm done. And she like, well, you need to get your things and get out.
Wow.
So later on, I came back that night. I didn't have my house key, so I climbed up the balcony.
Broke in through the window.
No, I climbed up the balcony and then I went through the back door.
Broke in.
And there she was laying in bed with another man.
Wait, that night?
That night.
Okay, so Miss Lagrand, you break up in the AM and then you naked with somebody else in the PM? Is that what we
That
doing?
ain't even how it went. How it went was I confided in a friend who just so happened to be a male. See, I'm not cool with females being friends because they shiesty. You tell them you thinking about breaking up, they gonna go after your man. And I wasn't naked. I had on a whole night outfit. He had on gym shorts and no shirt. We weren't naked though.
All right.
But it was open counter rap on the floor, though.
Hold on. You do understand when you go to someone other than your significant other about your issues with them, you open a door. Because you not only did you open that, you put your foot through that door and he's like, hallelujah. And he came right on in.
So you're back together.
So why do you think she's cheating now? That's what I want to know.
Well, it was an incident that happened not too long ago. Her family had a set that was throwing a 70s party.
Okay.
And she said, okay, me and you gonna dress up. We're gonna go get our costumes for the party. So she called me later on while I was out finding my costume. And she like, nah, you don't need to come. I don't want you to come. And I'm like, why not?
Okay.
So did you go to the party?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
And so she came back at 3 in the morning.
She came back home to you at 3 in the morning.
3 in
What
the
did you
morning.
say to her?
And then, so she went to sleep. I went through her phone. I went through her phone.
You waited for her to go to sleep, and then
I waited for her to go to sleep, and I went through her phone.
Okay.
Come to find out, she was texting this guy, talking about meeting up. Oh, can I come over? And he's like, are we gonna, have sex? And because I got the paper right here.
Rob, would you please get that?
Your Honor.
This was a text message that was in her phone.
So she starts out, what we doing when I come over?
The other man responds, we like having sex off rip, which is like right away.
She says, laugh out loud, of course. So this is what you find in her thing.
Yes.
So you think that night, she wasn't at the party at all.
No, she was
That's
with
why
that
you
guy.
couldn't be at the party, because she was out
She was really with that
having
guy.
sex, R.I.P.
Yes.
Off the rip.
Off rip,
Yeah.
right now.
Miss Lagrand, were you having sex off rip?
No.
Were you having sex at all?
No, I can't explain that whole
Wait.
thing.
I'm gonna ask you some questions. Why was this in your phone then if you weren't having sex off rip?
It was a tit for tat situation. Like, I explained it to him at the party. Mr. Thomas was blowing my phone up, and he sent a whole book paragraph saying something that tipped me off. So I was like, you know what? I'm finna just set this up. I text my ex back. So we had a whole hour conversation. After the party, my family member girlfriend lives right around the corner from where me and him was living at the time. So he dropped me off on the way home, and I never went to meet with this man. He even inboxed the dude and asked, did you sleep with my girl? Did y'all meet up that night? Yada, yada. The dude told him no. I told him no.
Okay, you know what? If it's one thing I could teach you all, tit for tat just kills both of you. There is no such tit for tat. There's no winner in tit for tat.
I know.
Mr. Thomas, it sounds like that Miss Lagrand is not very careful with her phone. And here's the thing. If you find one set of messages, there's another set. So have you found anything else in her phone?
Yes,
that's how this rolls.
Another incident. She goes to sleep again. I go through her phone again. And I see a text message saying, when can we meet up again, babe? I want to see you. And so I get the number from my out of her phone, and I text the guy. I said, what you and my fiancé got going on? And he says, I will send you all the texts and videos that been going on if you cash at me $100. And
listen,
do you have that? Do you have any evidence?
Here go. This is one of them right here.
Ron,
it was
please.
That one right there was.
So
that's the cash. No, that's the cash out one. I was being mad. I told her she needed to go. She needed to just go or whatever. He texts me back and he's like, "Oh, so you kicking her out now?" So I'm like, I go back downstairs. I'm like, so you still texting this guy right now? And she's like, no, ain't nobody texting him. I said, so how you know that you leaving?
You didn't tell this guy you were kicking her out.
No, I didn't tell him.
The only way he would know
if she's texting him.
If she's texting him right there, right after it happened with you.
Yes.
Wow.
And all of a sudden he sends a text back, and then that's what that right there said. You should have spent the money.
So the text that you've given the court says, "What you mean?" And he responds, "Should have just spent the $100."
Yes.
And so he said, if you sent the money, you'd have had all the evidence you needed.
I had all the evidence.
But listen to what you just said.
Okay, did you go and stay with this man?
No,
But she said it was a classmate.
I even explained it to him. He came to my school. I'm a med student. I'm studying medicine. I had him tutor me, not only me, but he was tutoring like 3 of us at the same time.
But wait a minute. How did he know virtually in a space of a few minutes that you were being put out?
Because I texted him and said, why are you causing conflict in my house? My man just told me I have to go. That's when he must have took it upon himself to text him and say you should have spent the $100.
But you said you wasn't texting him.
I texted him and said, why he started messing with me and you?
Mr. Thomas, all right, I've seen what you presented so far. Do you have any other reason to believe she's cheating?
Another thing happened. It was a girl. She sent me a video. It was a sex tape of her. Well, supposedly supposed to be her.
It wasn't me.
A sex tape of Miss Lagrand?
It wasn't Miss Lagrand. It was somebody else.
Saying that your girl need to stay away from my man, and she said, it was a video, and it should. I think this should.
You submitted it to the court?
Yes, I submitted it to the court.
Let's take a look at this video.
And she had this scar on the video. I wasn't believing in her, but she had this scar. And
what is that? A mole?
No, it's an exact scar that she had. That she kept complaining about in the same spot.
Do you not know how many black women probably got that same scar though?
Well,
I gotta tell you, it's not anything distinct.
A man knows his girl.
A man knows his girl.
A man knows his girl.
How you gonna know? You know what? I'm gonna leave that to you.
All right.
I know one thing. That ain't no Miss Lagrand. That's somebody else.
All right, Mr. Cutler, I think we have enough evidence. At this time, the court would like to call certified cyber expert Gus Demetrelis to the court to find out, is she cheating? Would you please share with the court your credentials?
Certainly, Your Honor. I am a certified cyber expert and retired Secret Service agent under 2 presidential administrations.
So tell us what you did to investigate this particular case.
I directly took the phone from Ms. Lagrand and I used advanced forensic software to go deeply dive into this analysis of the phone.
Did you find any evidence of suspicious behavior in the phone?
I did, Your Honor. I found the phone using call pattern analysis or device pattern analysis was inactive for months. In the past month, there was 1,012 text messages to and from Ms. Lagrand.
Oh.
Okay.
Of those 1,012 messages, 761 were from a specific contact named Jasmine. Upon further analysis, I discovered the contact, Jasmine, is not a real number. In fact, it does not even come back to a real person. It is coming through a text application.
You believe that Ms. Lagrand set all this up to fool you and this court?
Exactly. In fact, I have some examples of some of the text messages from that phone.
Okay, can we see those, please? And so the first one says, I'm with my family and he only want to talk because he want to ask me 100 questions and make me repeat myself.
And then this is the friend.
Okay.
Says, okay, Ma, he's wrong for accusing, but to stop it, just tell him because ignoring it makes it worse. Try it.
So the friend is really herself.
With 100% certainty, this phone was deliberately set up for this court, and there's another phone out there. This is a burner phone she gave me.
I don't have a fake phone. I don't have a fake text now, whatever kind of app that is. I don't even do stuff like that.
So how do you explain the lack of activity for so long?
I don't know. I just became friends with her. That's his actual friend. He knows the girl.
So do you know
talk to her
Jasmine?
every day.
Do you know Jasmine?
I'm Jasmine.
Oh my goodness.
You use the app to be Jasmine?
She always wanted a female best friend. And I came up with the app and to text her to see what's going on and pretend like I was this girl so I can see what's actually wrong.
I never saw this coming. I have no words.
This is one of the biggest shocks we've seen in this courtroom.
I'm shocked too. I thought I was talking to a so-called best friend and it's him.
You got catfished by your own fiancé. You can't build a sound relationship on deception for whatever reason you're doing it.
Well, to further investigate this, the court will call at this time licensed private investigator Tommy Platt. Ron, please escort Mr. Platt in.
Tommy Platt.
You conducted a polygraph examination of Ms. Lagrand, correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. You asked Ms. Lagrand, during your relationship with Mr. Thomas, have you had sexual intercourse with the classmate? What was her response to that question?
She stated no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was being truthful.
You also asked Ms. Lagrand, the day you attended your family member's 70s party, did you have physical sexual contact with anyone other than Mr. Thomas? What was her response?
She stated yes, she confessed. The examinee also stated that she hooked up with a guy after the party and that it has had sex with him several different times, and this occurred this year.
So, Mr. Grant, you got us all sitting up here thinking that, well, what's going on with this phone? And you got Mr. Thomas wondering, is he crazy? And all the time, you were with this person. The very person he accused you of being with on the very occasion he accused you of being with him.
I know. But like I said, I have my reasons for doing it at the end of the day.
All right, okay. Now, if you don't want to be, if it's so bad between you two that you need to do this, then let him go.
Tell him that. Tell him that. He the one that don't want to let go. In the past, I have tried to break up with him. He begs me, give it another chance. And then he cries, and then I cry. I love this man.
what?
Yeah, I know it's hard to believe. I do love him. He is a soulmate, but he keeps accusing me and pushing me further and further away. He pushed me to want to do that. So yeah, everybody can look at me like I'm the bad guy, but at the end of the day, I feel like I'm being pushed away from him out of the relationship.
Mr. Thomas, how do you feel hearing it now? All of your suspicions have been confirmed. What's going through your mind right now?
I'm just hurt. Real hurt.
You are worthy. You just need to find the person who knows your worth. Now, the flip side of that is, you can't bring all this baggage and the baggage before her to whoever comes along new, because you're gonna find yourself in this same rat race. We have counseling available for you. Both of you all need to go and talk to Dr. Jeff and get some help. And as we say in this courtroom, do not cheat yourself out of an opportunity to have a happy, healthy relationship. Court is adjourned.